fuck? This game is so big, dude. Okay, this is... Okay. Location on... Okay. Okay, we're... It's a little bit, I was a little fucking blown away there for a second. I thought it just gave us a second brand new map, but we've been working on a lot of this. Yeah, most of this is completed. Okay. We're good. Still big, look at this. There's a lot of open areas. Big game. I respect it.
My friend Sarah's an archaeologist. She works near here. Want to go see if she knows anything about your riddle?
That would be great.
Yeah, sure. After I go explore a bunch of shit. Oh my god, we're gonna find a vendor and we're gonna sell and we're gonna have inventory space again.
This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area. A flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding.
It's gonna be great.
If I hear anything...
The stone faces have always been Sarah's obsession. Most people come here looking for treasure, but not Sarah. She just wants answers.
My father brought us here when I was just a boy.
For a holiday.
Research. He studied Incan stone monuments. I guess it was more of a hobby. He had no formal education.
He sounds like an interesting man.
He was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I thought I'd come back here after he died. Maybe see if I could finish what he started.
I know how you feel.
But then I just ended up staying. There's something about this place that draws people and keeps them here.
Let's sell.
Have you come
shit.
to the mission seeking
It's gonna be
salvation or its secrets?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
To wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade?
Yep, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna trade you all this shit.
I'm sure you will be satisfied.
Look at all this shit.
That's a good deal for both of us.
All of
I'm
the
sure
shit.
you will
All
be
the
satisfied.
best shit.
That's a good deal for both of us. I'm sure you will be satisfied. That's a good deal for both of us. Good deal.
The best deal.
I'm sure you will be satisfied. That's a good deal for both of us. I'm sure you will be satisfied. Good deal. I'm sure you will be satisfied.
Looking at my 26,000 gold pieces
How
and
are you?
thinking,
I have all kinds of stuff.
looking pretty good. Rifle suppressor, yes.
That's a good deal
Shotgun
for both
spread
of us.
choke, yes.
Good deal.
Shell holder, yes.
That's a good deal for
Wasp
both of us.
11, I don't
I'm
know what you
sure
are, I'm
you
gonna
will
buy
be
you.
satisfied.
Cave
Good
16,
deal.
I'm gonna buy you.
I'm sure you will
Buy
be
all of you.
satisfied.
And then
I'll
down
be
to 2,000
here.
again.
Good deals.
Tal vez debería...
Pet the llama, because maybe it really is an achievement to pet all these llamas. Otherwise,
Estoy hablando de una llama.
they're, petting llama interaction being added to the game halfway through is a bit of a meme.
Hard work is good for the soul. The sect has been maintaining this mission through hard work for over 400 years. Angel de la Cruz and Truilos Serrano arrived here back then and immediately set to work. Their philosophy of labor being the only true way to get closer to God is one we still follow, even now.
conoces a Juan. Primero la fiesta y después el trabajo. Dice que los mejores son...
This document outlines the goals and works of the Mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise.
Se acaban en la noche.
I can't quite explain it, but have you noticed how the world seems thinner here than in other places? Like, it's just a curtain drawn, and if you found a cord, you could pull it and see heaven itself. There seems like a tangible connection between this life and the next here. Or maybe we're all already dead. Or maybe I need to get out of the sun for a little while.
That guy's too fucking deep for this video game. Get him out of here. Immersion ruined. Too deep. Making me question reality.
Be careful if you go out to the graveyard, miss. A witch lives there. She likes to turn people into frogs.
I'll be sure to watch myself.
One lady upset the witch, and then the witch made her disappear.
Witches be crazy.
You know, it seems like every few years, God throws a disaster this way.
I can see that the earthquake caused a lot of damage.
Nothing we can't fix with enough time. And materials. Unfortunately, one of those is in short supply.
¡Hey!
That's quite a bow you have. You must be a hunter. The mission could use a hunter. Ever since before the earthquake, we've been plagued by wolves. I can't let these children out of my sight for a second. Just the other day, I saw this one out on the road, running after a wolf. Can you believe that? He said he only wanted to play. As though he expected the wolves to roll over and chase sticks.
This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site.
Te lo aseguro. Si se comprueba algo, así será. Soy tu humilde preso por mí para que yo algún día también pueda glorificar.
Now this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites.
The fuck?
Por la Santísima Trinidad es así.
This is a magic.
Abby, can you help me with this? It's broken.
Hold on. Are you that Lara? Croft?
I am.
I recognize you from your picture.
What's your interest with this place?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
The stone faces. That's why I'm here too.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Well, I can tell you the faces have been here for at least 400 years. According to documents in the library, they keep watch. Legend has it, they're guarding a secret crypt.
A crypt?
We've never been able to find it. As you can imagine, that's what drives the treasure hunters crazy. But if the infamous Lara Croft is as clever as they say she is, well, if you were to find it, you might be doing me a favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Yes, it's over by the cemetery. It's one of the oldest buildings here. Make sure you credit me if you find anything.
Thank you. I will. I'm happy Jonah's alive. He makes friends so easily. I probably would have walked here to the mission, but Jonah, he just asked Abby for a ride and she said yes. I hope we're in the right place and we can find the box before Trinity. The earthquake hit last night at the oil facility and now there's a volcano. Is this where the next cataclysm will hit? We have to end this before this town ends up like Cozumel.
I don't know. I could buy all of these level 1s, though, with 4 points. Never slip when grabbing ledges. Fuck yeah. Reduce damage from falling from heights as long as I roll. Yep. Visual assistance when aiming at an enemy's head. No. Resist damage. No. Increase precision holding time for charge shots. Longer holding time. Unlocks next weapon upgrades. Yes. There we go. Getting pretty beefy. Pretty beefy. Okay. Oh, I got my whole arsenal back. I love it. I'm gonna keep the old school shotgun. SMG. Use the SMG. And the That's ATL bow. That's Ottle bow. Maybe. Okay. We are looking pretty set. Let's fucking save. Okay. Let's get back to it.
Laura, you find anything yet?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there.
Vine para crecer espiritualmente. Dicen que la hora más oscura es justo antes del amanecer. Ruego sea verdad, pues la oscuridad...
esperanza
Merece un castigo.
te lo aseguro.
Looking pretty good over here, I think. There's something.
This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in 1544.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I need a minute, my dude. It's a new zone. I just vendored all my shit. We're doing some exploring.
These collars were used abroad in Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves.
Rip. That's fucked up.
Discúlpeme.
Just a pile of gold sitting out there? What the fuck? Hell yeah.
Hijo de nuestra amada Virgen, cuánto deseo que mis hijos y yo podamos parecernos a ti.
What's going on with this person?
Someone once said if you really want to learn about a town, you have to visit their graveyards. I don't know why. One is the same as the next. Some might be a little more orderly, with neat rows, or they're like this one, where it feels more natural and unplanned.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sect of Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
Oh, I had to get up for a second. Stretch my legs. Alright, I'm back. Here we go. Okay.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. And under his wings you may seek refuge. A heron and an eclipse. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces.
Oh, look at that.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, wow. Okay.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
There's an upstairs.
26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. "We will spread the true word of God from this small mission," he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. "We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box." Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother, James, were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
Alright. I had to get my dinner. So, that's why you've been staring at the screen for like an extra minute. It's because I was going outside to pick up my Uber Eats. Let's see. What do we got next? Is that his wing? Are we looking at a wing here?
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
Well, we have the heron and eclipse downstairs. We gotta figure that out.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
Here we go.
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the three of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, De La Cruz had recruited a workforce of 36. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother De La Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well.
Okay. I need more lore. Gotta finish this burrito. Yeah, lore.
This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission.
Okay. Hey, what is it?
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light.
That's the thing we already talked about. Okay. You know what? One second. We're at we're doing it. We're doing it live. I need to eat. Oh, I've been playing this game all day. It's really good. I'm not complaining. But I was super hungry. I need an actual meal. Okay. So basically collected all the clues in here. So I think what's left to do is just walk up to this thing.
There's a whole mural under here.
How is this fucking church not fallen to the ground at this point? She's knocked down every wall in it.
Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere.
Well, found that already. Let me show you. Follow me.
When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Yeah, we'll take it. So look, come on. This is my cross. I found it when I broke down this wall back here. What do you think?
Something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads.
big man. What are you doing?
Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light.
Shine this light at it.
That did it.
I have a feeling it's about to be light puzzles galore. You guys ready for this?
I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Oh damn, yeah, look at this.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you.
Sounds like a hint.
Or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty.
What is going on here?
I'll give you a boost.
Yep, please.
Hey, it worked. The light leads this way.
Okay. And it's light puzzle time.
What happened to these people?
It looks like the light activated something.
Whoa!
Laura! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes.
Huh, okay.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt.
Dead as fuck.
Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky.
Yeah, that guy's dead as fuck. Oh, that could be this one too. Okay, so we got two options. What are we thinking? Is it the picture where he... I don't know. Let's guess this one. And the answer is... I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm alive. Woo! Oh, I was ready for the fucking spikes to come out of that wall.
Jesus falls a second time.
I was super ready for the spikes to come out of that wall. Alright. So we didn't get skewered. Strong start. What's in here?
Laura, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what the fuck? That's creepy.
They're carrying him.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an lifting him.
Guess this is the sect from the pamphlet.
She's wiping his face, I think.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
He's carrying the cross. I think he's taking up the cross. Jesus, nailed to the cross.
Okay, so what's our goal here? We got light. But it's just shining on that kid. What the fuck? Or that corpse. What we want is for it to go through one of these, right? Oh, they're on tracks. Okay. What the fuck?
What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on the pamphlet.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Okay. Oh, alright, so takes up the cross, falls the first time, so takes up the cross. Where's takes up the cross?
They're lifting him.
Nope. No, it's not what I was trying to do. Whoops. Whoops, guys. We know what the animation is for you doing the wrong thing now. Alright.
Looks like a church.
I think he's taking up the cross. Uh-huh.
He's taking up the cross. This is number 1, right?
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet. Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
What? But I want... Look, I want to do this side first.
I think he's taking up the cross. Jesus, nailed to the cross. He's carrying the cross. They're carrying him. They're lifting him. She's wiping his face, I think.
How do I turn? I want to use this side light. I'm interested in the light being on this side. Shit. Is there a trick to this that I'm not getting? Oh, let's see. And you can't backtrack to move the light.
What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on the pamphlet.
Fuck! And there's no way for me to reflect this fucking light to the other side? Nope. Oh god. Alright, well. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna die 3 more times clicking all these to figure out if I'm not understanding something. If we die each of these times, then we know that it is 100% the one on the other side. That's what we're gonna learn here. So, and then we have to like really figure out why the fuck we can't get this light to turn the other way. Because this wheel stops there. So we'll go to this. Okay, there's the one far left, far right. So middle, which I assume is probably the one I did the first time by accident. But we'll fucking try it. No fucking way. What? How the fuck is that the first one? Okay, whatever. So he's on the cross.
Jesus, nailed to the cross.
So maybe that's him taking up the cross?
I think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross.
Oh god, I don't know. This
Jesus,
one, right?
nailed to the cross.
I obviously do not understand this one. Are we dead again? Here we go! Come on! Be right!